hard to tell sometimes where if they've crossed the line to be ready to pick or are still, too green to pick. And those we leave on the vine. But I don't eat too many of them.
Every year is different, and that's what makes it really special. And there are many, many vineyards that are popping up, but it's all right here in Vermont, and it's from our land, and it's all about the partnership with agriculture. We are on a retired dairy farm, thanks to the Land Trust. It's 120 acres conserved farmland, and we promote all kinds of agriculture, from maple sugaring to agritourism with the bed and breakfast to renting our hay and land for corn. And so Snow Farm has just been a great partner for us since 2012. We have a lot of festivals on the land. People come in and build a community tasting our estate wines. That's one of our #1 questions. What does estate mean on the tasting sheet? And we just are bursting with pride that all the grapes are from the land, from our different soils, and that makes it special.
I studied in France, I studied in Burgundy. I worked in Quebec at vineyards, and then I started working here in 1998. So over 20 years I've been making wine at Snow Farm. We harvest everything by hand, so it takes a little bit more time, but at the same time we have quality control that way.
The harvesters just have a ball. You clean pick, you're across from someone else, and you go through and you pick the bunch of grapes in your hand, and just the sound of popping them in a bucket and filling the bucket, it happens pretty quickly, pretty thoroughly, and it's a great feeling of community again.
Just get in there, get the goods.
It's important that people know that the grapes that we grow here are not grown in a lot of other regions, or there's not a lot of those wines being made. So our philosophy basically is making the best possible grapes to make the best possible wines.
One of the things that my wish for is that it's seen more in stores. Restaurants also should understand the value of Vermont wine and teaching people what we have, what kind of dry reds and dry whites, even just to have a couple.
People are actually very surprised by the quality, first of all. We have people from California that come in and they're like, wow, this is actually, it's different, but it's very good. So we're pretty happy with that. There are actually a lot of those wines. People are not used to the names. So that's where the education comes in, and it's important to have a tasting room where people can taste and we can actually describe what the grapes are and what the flavors are, and we're getting really popular result from that.
The other thing that we do as much as possible is bring people to the vineyard. So we have a lot of festivals. In the summer we have a concert series where we build a community. People come week after week, or they come because it's their camp week here in the islands and dance on the lawn with the grandchildren and the grandmas and grandpas. It's a real family affair.
The last few years I'd say we're kind of focusing on working with the regional product like grapes and also other fruits. We have a grower that has a little bit of aronia berries, for example, and he didn't know what to do with them, and so we brought him over. So now we're kind of making another type of wine with the aronia, and we made a rosé last year which was very popular, which we sold out pretty quickly. So we're kind of working with new things. So it keeps us pretty busy, but it's motivating.
Our wines are special because they're natural. You're getting a very healthy product right from Vermont. So people should always, look for that and ask for that first.
I just like coming out and helping my neighbors bring in their harvest. Plus you meet some pretty interesting characters out here.